it is very important for us to understand that Goa as a tourism destination is always known for the sun, sand, and sea. It is important that the real part of Goa is understood and known by the people of the country and the people of the world. As we promote sun, sand, and sea, it is there. It is important to see the other part of Goa. We are in monsoons. Tourism is flourishing in monsoons. It is something that we as a government have facilitated collaboratively with the industry and everybody together. And that's how packages have been moving. So Goa today is no longer just a singular seasonal destination, but a year-long destination promoting everything. So here it is important that as we promote our suns and sea, we have also been talking with the narrative of Goa beyond beaches when I took charge along with this government under Dr. Pramod Sawant as a tourism and IT minister, promoting Goa in terms of its villages, the ecotourism, the hinterland, the adventure, the wellness, the culinary, many more aspects that Goa had never been spoken about. And very important are the festivities. Festivities form the real history and heritage of Goa and the tradition of Goa. For legacy wise, we have been only talking about our Shigmo and Carnival, which happens in February and March. Making it a year round destination of festivities. The month of June is the feast of the Saint John the Baptist, which is celebrated in Sioli with the support of the tourism department. And Chikhal Kalo is a very important festivity, culturally linked, traditionally linked to the people, where we talk about the Devaki Krishna temple, the only one of its kind in the country, where we play with the mud. We strongly believe that we are connected to the mud, we are connected to faith, we are connected to the history and heritage and the traditions and the culture, and that's how the bonding happens. Here, this particular festival was never spoken about. If we in India have the habit of talking about what happens internationally, and then we try to go into areas which have been like Tomatino of the tomato festival happens in Spain. We talk about that. But today here we are in our Goa, in our country, where our Honorable Prime Minister talks about being Atmanirbhar Bharat and we are talking about Vikasit. It is very important that we liven our roots and pass it to the next generation. This is a great way of putting things together, showing the spiritual side of Goa. We are extending this invitation to the people of the country and the world, saying that in your itinerary, add one day of spiritual tourism. And that's how we are talking about making Goa, or telling Goa about temples which are 100 to 1000 years old, having a great history, having a great heritage, but never spoken about. So here we are, when we are talking about cultural tourism, we are talking about festivities. It is important that the narrative of Goa beyond beaches goes in the right direction. So spiritual tourism, as we promote, it is here that we have these festivities which are become a part of the itinerary and have grown, scaled up year to year. It is very important that the next generation also understands the importance of this type of festivities, participating in this. So it allows the next generation to understand what our culture is and carry it ahead. At the same time, the identity of Goa, which is known only for the sun, sand and sea and party life, actual identity with what it lies in the rural areas where we have been promoting rural tourism. So end of the day, as we promote festivities, tourism becomes inclusive. As we have homestays around here, we have things around here. It allows women empowerment from homestay purpose. At the same time, the local communities also here are able to earn some livelihoods out of such type of things. So Ekadasha Tirtha has been a very important announcement that we have done just 2 days back, which connects 11 temples having history of 100 to 1000 years old, launched at the hands of our chief minister. And that same day, it was not only talking about it, we walked the talk. We have the tours having started, which are North and South Goa, covering 11 temples. And that day, starting with Mahaganapati temple in North Goa in Kandola, we started the journey in a bus coming here to this Devaki Krishna, which is part 1 and part 2 of the Ekadasha Tirtha circuit. So completing this whole circuit and starting this journey is a new addition to the itinerary of the Goan tourism, where we talk only about Goa as a perception. We need to be right, and how Goa is being looked at as a Go Bhumi, as a Parshuram Bhumi, as a Dev Bhumi. That can be done with the participative of all communities coming together. And Chikhal Kalo has become a very significant aspect of putting these things right, showcasing it to the whole world. At the same time, allowing the next generation to carry this torch ahead. I thank the Devasthan committee for having participated in this, and the local villagers for continuously participating together and making this very lively. A small festival scaled up with a very clear message of togetherness and connecting our history and heritage and culture and tradition to the youth of today and things ahead. I wish all the people who have come here all the very best. Enjoy the Chikhal Kalo, but be responsible. We are not touching any, we are not editing or changing any aspect of the tradition. We are only scaling it up and telling more people what we actually are. It is talking about our real identity than the identity which has been always showcased. And when we talk about Ekadasha Tirtha and the festivities, we are not saying come here only for that. We are saying see Goa, be on the sun, sand and sea, enjoy your Goa. But one day or minimum one day of your itinerary after you finish your 3 nights or 4 nights, add this Ekadasha calendar to your list, itinerary, and enjoy Goa in the rural parts of Goa, see Goa in the hinterlands, experience Goa in the hinterlands. It is a part of this journey which you can not only enjoy history and culture and tradition, but also enjoy the rural culinary, which is very important aspect of the whole journey of Goa when we talk about Goa beyond beaches.